Street was solid, man. Street was the nigga, man. Like behind all of this shit, bro. Like in Houston area, the niggas was never a chapter until Street came on board and made it a chapter. He was the original nigga, man. Who really like started this shit in Houston. There was already some Houston niggas here, but they wasn't no chapter. They was having to fall up under Beaumont or Dallas.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
When he came in, he made the shit
now after
like
that
a real chapter, man. And so a lot of them niggas, like he don't really vibe with Charlie and G Force them.
Build on that momentum.
He don't fool niggas like that.
To left, again, your eyes
You know they're not really about this shit.
bunkers down the left, but they should be at that tree.
He coexists when he have to, but he don't. Watch how he move. He don't really be with them niggas like that.
Setting up here from about 175 yards. The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7
Probably
feet.
who
Doesn't
the force is
love
gonna be.
a birdie putt?
When I go ahead and fire mud, I make like Tank the Stadium Sports.
Fourth
They
birdie
can
of
probably
the
put
day.
that
Okay, holding
nigga
steady on
force
the
of chapter
leaderboard after
down
that
now.
hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Unless they have a perfect number to carry that bunker, I think you see a lot of players just lay back with a 3-wood, widen that fairway out. You're still going to have just a short iron for your second.
Around 110 yards to go. And hitting yet another green here today.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. It's a lofty position this player has held all tournament, but what a buffer they've built with just 9 to play.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Just a smidgen to the right, this one.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. It's on a great line. Fair effort, that. Good birdie. Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
Time for the second shot at the 11th. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, they've arrived at the 12th, a par 3. Opting for the 6 iron.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Oh, what a putt. Okay, after that hole, now at 22 under for the event. Now with the honour on a par 5.
It's a tee shot, Luke, that you're not afraid of, but still there's danger both left and right if you're not careful. But listen, these guys love this tee shot, and when you love a tee shot, usually you perform.
Well, step 1 complete. We're in the middle of the fairway here on 13. Rich, you getting after this green in 2?
Yeah, there's plenty of green up there to work with, both right and left. You know, ball lands a green. It could go long, cause you some problems. Bunkers up front, we'll see a lot of action. But again, it's just all about your short game.
That's a great putt to make, especially for an eagle. He sits in first position on the tee now, the par 4 14th hole. Yeah, that one will play. This is his second shot.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
So close. And that should secure the par on this one. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. We have a par 5 at this one.
This is such a narrow fairway. The left third of this fairway runs straight towards the water on the left-hand side. It's just no fun. You know that you have a sliver of landing area down the right-hand side to find it, so you can knock it on in two.
Well, there's a sense of relief as we stand in the middle of the fairway here on 15, Rich, but the second shot's not that much easier.
Speak for yourself. I find the second shot more intimidating than the tee shot. To an island green, depending on what kind of, long iron or fairway wood you're going in with, this is a very intimidating second shot. If you're not comfortable, hitting long irons or fairway woods, this is not a hole you want to go for in two.
That's well holed.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Something about 20,000 people getting ready to give it to you one way or the other kind of gets your attention pretty quick, my friend. There's not much to it other than the fact that you know what the stakes are, whether you're going to get cheered or beered.
John, have you got a good read on this one?
This one will be breaking quite hard to the left.
Oh, the long-range bomb. Is there anything better in the game? Moments like that deserve another look. He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4.
If you're going to take out a driver, be mindful. The fairway does canter from right to left, so the golf ball could kick in that water hazard. Bailing out to the right, there's no shame in that. You always have an opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Oh, that's a big-time play, Rich. Finding the green on a par 4 off the tee. You love to see it.
Not backing down one iota there, Luke. Love the aggressive play.
Ooh. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
And if this chip drops, he'll win the event. This putt to win the WM Open. Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the beautiful Pacific Palisades in California, it's the first round of the Genesis Invitational. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by 2002 PGA champion Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Rich, we're set up for a great week here at Riviera Country Club. The stars will be out. What makes this place so special?
Andrew, this is probably my favorite golf course on tour by a long shot. Does it get any better than this? For me, it doesn't. I think it's just a mixture of the holes. You have an easy par 5 to start off with, and you got a brutish par 4 right after that. It gives and it takes. But at the end of the day, you just cannot wait to play it, no matter how good you play or how poorly you play, because it's so much fun being out there. You kind of sometimes get lost at, I'm not playing that great, but man, I feel like I'm in heaven right now. Great.
A 3-foot putt.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
And as we move to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied at the top with Victor Hovland. This hole is a par 4. I think he likes that one. Let's check in with John. He's got more.
Down on the 5th hole now as Justin Thomas gets ready for his next shot.
This is a 5-iron. Okay, that's going to play. 16 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
On a nice line.
That one goes in, and it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. This will play nicely. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
It should start out straight enough and then have a little bit of a break to the left as it nears the hole.
As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. And now here's a look at the par 3 4th.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Wow, I really like that. Well, a big par save could mean a lot going forward. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard and 2 names at the top. Our featured player with Tommy Fleetwood.
Stay on the cut stuff. That one's just going to catch the light rough. Standing over his second shot. I think he's caught that one quite nicely. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. This putt is from 14 feet. Tracking. Oh, what a putt.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
The par 3-6, one of the most magnificent holes, not only at Riviera Country Club, but in all of golf. Going with the 6-iron here. Outstanding shot. High quality. Let's head over to the 9th.
We're looking at around 175 yards to the pin from here.
Okay, time to return to the action. A birdie putt awaits. Oh, what about this start? And he moves to 5 under par. And with that hole behind us, our featured player is currently in first place with Tommy Fleetwood in second.
He really got behind that one. All right, the putter can come out now. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Well, I think this one's going to be going left to right.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Let's take a look at some highlights of Tom Kim. Okay, it was important to see that shot. Let's take a look at the updated leaderboard. Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4. This is looking really nice off the tee. For more, we send it down to John.
Down on the 11th hole. This is Justin Thomas's next shot.
We're back. Time to have more live play. That is going to work. And 10 feet left.
He's got this one for birdie.
Ooh, what a putt. As we move on to the next hole, it's a three-shot cushion for our leader. The tee shot at number 9.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
He's got this putt for birdie. Come on. A short one left for par. Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. Here's a look at how things stand. He is up by 2 shots. We begin the second 9 with a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Now from the greenside bunker. Oh, he's loving that one as he holds it from the sand. Okay, a lot to like there as he moves to 8 under par.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Two big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
It's on a good line. What a putt that was. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Max Homa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 4th.
And back to the course with the live action. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. And he's hit that inside the range. And he's down there. You got a read?
This looks like it's going to go left.
Putting for birdie. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. I tell you what, there's been some great golf being played all over the course. Let's have a look at this. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Sitting at -13 for the tournament.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Not a bad shot right there. This putt is from 16 feet away.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today. That starts off on a good line.
Great putt there for birdie. As we check out how things stand, our leader has a 6-shot cushion. We have a par 3 here. Let's see if 8-iron was the right club. This putt for a birdie. That looked good all the way. And just this short one left for par. All right, John, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, we are down here checking in with the Canadian Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 3rd.
Let's move on to the next hole, but before we do, he is up by 7 shots on the leaderboard. Let's check out the 17th. It's a par 5.
at all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
What a great shot on the par 5, on and 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Well, if this went down, we'd call it a bomb. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
This is a tricky putt.
Come on, don't be shy.
This has my attention, and it goes in. We finish on 18 with a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
This putt is from 18 feet away.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
A birdie on 18 to close out the round. And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. Remember the first round? You'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome back to Riviera. It's the final round of the Genesis Invitational. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Pleased to have you with us today. I've got a feeling something historic is going to happen today. You're going to see it right here on 2K Sports. Time for the second shot on the first hole. Five iron on the way. Gonna really have to hit this one. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
That one just rolls by. This one from 4 feet away. The putt goes in, and it's an opening hole birdie.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
You think about the confidence this player has after winning in their last event.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It wouldn't surprise me to see them make another strong one at the title again this week.
Oh, come on, let him in. And just clean that one up for birdie.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
Setting up now on the tee of the par 4 third. I like the looks of this. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
Setting up here from about 155.
This is a 9-iron on the way. Target practice with these approach shots, just like that.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another. Look at the shot that this player possesses.
Time to get back to the course. Now this putt for birdie. All right, Henny is with this group. Henny, what do you see?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Making an early statement today.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
Now let's go out to the par 3 fourth.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard.
It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close. That dog will hunt.
11 feet left to the hole.
A great birdie chance here.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Opting for the 6-iron. Well, that's beautifully judged. 7 feet to the cup. This is a par putt. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
All right, let's get back to the action. 11 feet to the hole.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole. That's a pretty good shot right there. Time now for an on-course update. Here's John.
Hi, Andrew. Down here with Max Homa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 13th.
Time to get back to live play. Well, Rich, not only is Max extremely talented on the course, but everyone seems to love him off the course as well.
The king of Twitter now roasting all the other players in the field this week. What an unbelievable performance. This guy's got it all. His swing is phenomenal. The short game is there, makes the big putts when he needs to. His game all around is as good as anybody's when he's in full flight. It's a lot of fun to watch him play.
Henny, you're right there. What can you tell us about the putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Surely it's going to.
Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 9th.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Here's Brooke Anderson.
An opportunity to make birdie. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
I think a slight break to the right in this one.
He makes the putt. That's birdie number 6 today. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Driving the green on a par 4. That is special. And now a look for eagle.
That a way to stay aggressive. Great play.
Here's a look at the lie in the bunker. And it drops. Incredible.
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard.
Welcome to the par 5, 11th hole.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there. Pretty good shot there.
This putt is about 16 feet. He's looking for his 4th straight birdie. Nice stroke. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And now 25 under par for the tournament as we move over to the next hole. The 12th hole is a par 4.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
It's time for another highlight. Let's head to the 17th hole.
Oh, look at how soft and subtle those hands are.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Going with the 6-iron here. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. Lining up the birdie putt here. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play.
Teeing off here on the 15th.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right. Just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Henny is greenside.
33 feet is what this one is looking like.
Starting it way outside the hole.
All right, here we are with a par opportunity. And that putt drops, and we move on to the next.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
This is a 7-iron on the way. Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today. John, give us a read on this putt.
Looks like this one's going up the hill and breaking left to right.
The putt goes in, and the lead continues to grow. An opportunity here with a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
2 putts from here would be great. On the green, but some work to do. This putt on a good line. Getting better. And it drops in. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Now to 18, the par 4.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
There it is. Our featured player wins the Genesis Invitational.
And no better venue than Riviera Country Club to win.
Rich, just an incredible performance, back-to-back wins on tour.
Impressive, absolutely impressive. Winning breeds winning, but it also takes a lot out of you. So to contend again the week after winning, boy, I'd say this player is something special.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's go time, everyone. Let's head out onto the course. Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company as always. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Kuyak and John McCarthy, who'll be following all the action. It's going to be a sensational week, and we can't wait to bring you all the action here at 2K Sports. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. And that's going to set the tone for the day. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Yeah, nicely played. This putt from around 18 feet.
This for a birdie.
John, what's the line on this putt?
Lots of movement right to left on this putt.
Oh, what a putt.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
Sitting at 1 under after that hole. The second hole at player Sayona Rich. Less than 500 yards, but is a par 5.
Par 5 that meanders from right to left. Just the bunker down the left-hand side you have to think about. Other than that, it's a pretty generous landing area. Second shot Green sits above you just a little bit. 2 bunkers on the right-hand side. The bailout's going to be to the left, sitting below you. All in all, though, a very generous par 5.
Going with the 7. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Well, she's got that 4th place spot now.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Let's return to live play now.
Would it be nice to make this putt? This is for eagle. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
He's staring down 23 feet here.
Asking this one to come a long way from the right side. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Well, the par 3 third is an absolute postcard here at Playa Sayona.
It most certainly is. Water on the right-hand side, bunkers short and long left. Not very long, but this picturesque par 3 could be painful if you're not careful.
Good shot there. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. And he holds another one, and he's building quite a sizable lead here.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
As we get to the 4th hole, Rich, the big bomber's eyes just light right up.
Oh, it's going to tempt the long players, isn't it, to take a rip at it? But they got to be aware of that water and sand that comes into play down the left-hand side. If you bail out to the right-hand side, just have a short little second shot, but you got a green that's tiny in size with all kinds of movement on it.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will take him to 5 under. Well, the 5th hole at Playa Sayona is every bit of a par 4 as you're ever going to see.
Luke, I believe the name of this hole is Diablo Feo, the ugly devil, because this thing is dastardly. It's ghastly. Bunkers down the right-hand side off the tee. Water all the way down the left-hand side, the entire length of the hole. I wish I knew exactly the best way to play this hole. I don't, but I do know that 5 is a pretty good score.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Looking good.
Tracking. Yes. And let's have one more look at that shot. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Well, the 6th tee shot here really requires a beauty.
Well, that bunker right in the center of the fairway, you aim it right at it, Luke, and either you push your tee shot or pull it to avoid it. That's the best way of attacking that. From there, you've got a green in the distance that's got a couple bunkers well shy of it. They're there for aesthetics only, but a green that is hourglass in shape and just gentle movement all around.
Setting up here with a very long putt. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Tricky one here. This one's going down the hill as well as moving to the left.
Good look at a birdie here. That's pretty tidy. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And as we get to the 7th at Playa Sayona, all the drama happens at the completion of the hole.
It does. You want to challenge that fairway bunker as best you can with a long iron fairway metal hybrid. You want to be as close to this green as you can off the tee because it's an island green with danger everywhere. You don't want to come into this green with much more than a wedge in your hand.
Oh, absolutely flushed. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him to 8 under. As we head to the 8th at Playa Sayona, Rich, it looks like we're heading back towards the clubhouse.
Yeah, strong par 4 here, Luke. Fairway bunkers on the left and right hand side. Second shot to a green protected by bunkers left and right. And a little bit long, you're going to find a waste area. This is really a beautiful par 4, but it can be a little daunting.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. Rich, we're on the 9th tee here at Playa Sayona.
Just waste area down to the right-hand side. Water in the distance. Driver not required here. Your approach shot to a generous green. Thinking birdie here all day long.
That's nicely done. This is his 2nd shot. This would be a great up and down. This putt for par here. And Rich, as our featured player makes the turn, he seems to be doing everything right out there.
Always great to be in the lead, Luke. There's no doubt about it. But let's face it, lots of golf yet to be played. Let's see how this player handles it.
This one from about 160 yards out. And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
This putt to get to 10 under par.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. The 11th hole at Playa Sayona perhaps requires less than driver off the tee.
Yeah, you got to take driver out of your hands there. You don't want to hit it too long left in the water or catch a fairway bunker down the right-hand side. The difficulty about this second shot, it's got an infinite edge look to it in the distance. It's hard to gauge how far that golf shot really is playing because it looks so much closer than what it really is.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
Now 8 shots in front. Yes, the 12th hole at Playa Sayona, Rich, is just another stunner.
I can't decide which hole out here is the most beautiful. This one or all the others. Another gorgeous setting here for this par 3. Just a couple of bunkers you got to be mindful of with your tee shot, as well as the ocean back left. However, just sit back and soak in all this beauty.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. An opportunity for a birdie here. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Over to 13, and the peninsula of this pleasant golf course comes into play.
You would love to just sit up here and stripe it right at this green, but you should know better not to. Bail out to the left-hand side. Leave yourself with a pretty simple pitch and run to a tiny green, just surrounded by the most beautiful setting you could ever imagine.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
And back to the play, shall we? 7 feet to the cup.
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
Well, our leader has already bolted, currently way out in front of the pack.
This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
And that will drop in for a birdie. Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. That really puts the leader way out ahead of the rest of the pack. And it's only the first round.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Don't be fooled. It starts straight, but there's definite movement to the right at the end.
Well, that was a phenomenal play. Almost an eagle. That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
Well, that really puts our leader way out in front of the pack now, and it's only the first round.
A thing of beauty.
Oh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Trying to get to 16 under with this putt. That's disappointing.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
What will she produce here? Coming off the back of a bogey.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
Big putt for par coming up. Currently minus 15 for the day. Well, our leader has already bolted, currently way out in front of the pack. We get on the tee at 17, Rich. This is a hole you really want to make sure you position your ball properly.
Only the long hitters will be able to carry that bunker waist area on the right-hand side. Players bailing it out to the left off the tee do have the opportunity to kind of hit a low little chasing shot into this green if they so desire, but it's a difficult second shot no matter how you look at it.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
I think this is going to move pretty hard left to right.
Oh, he's put a pure stroke on that one. You beauty! What a putt!
He's currently sitting in first place. That really puts the leader way out ahead of the rest of the pack, and it's only the first round. The unique finish here at Playa Sayona is a par 3.
Once again, over water, a common theme around this beautiful layout. Again, they give you plenty of room out to the right to bail out into a bunker or into a waste area. You'd love, dearly love, to finish off this round with a 3.
3 feet to go here to the hole. That signs off on this player's performance for the day. Oh, what a performance, Ridge. Absolutely dominating performance.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us once again. All right, Rich, this is a great day for our featured player going to the final round, but there's a name right behind them on the leaderboard that's got to give them some headaches.
Most definitely. He's out there. He's got an arm's length, kind of do a little Heisman to the rest of the field at the moment. However, that can be a little uncomfortable to play with at times. We've seen leads like this go by the wayside pretty quickly in times gone by.
We head down to the first hole. He's put together a very impressive display. Got a handful of shots lead over the field. Will he close this one out? Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Lining up from the sand now. Great looking shot this.
Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Gee, talking about bursting out of the gates.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
After that, now 17 under for the tournament. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Just a little wandering right to left, dogleg par 5. That bunker down the left is in play. The second shot to a green is protected by 2 bunkers on the right-hand side and a low area on the left. However, this hole, par 5, is very gettable.
Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? His second shot here. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player's firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
This one's for birdie. Seems to be some sort of a mission he's on today.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
Yes, water down the right-hand side will certainly come into play. Bunker front left and long left also could see some action. This is a beautiful, picturesque, but difficult par 3.
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This for par.
Currently in first position. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
How is he going to play this? Lay back or go for it and extend his lead?
Time for the second shot here at the 4th. Ooh. Wow, what a great play from the rough. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
Putting for birdie here.
How good was that putt? Holding steady in first place after that one. A long par 4 this hole.
I'm assuming that this hole's name is Diablo because it is a devil of a par 4. Very little room out to the right to find the fairway. Anything missing left. All the way down the hole, you're finding the ocean and a green that is perched right next to it as well. I don't know the best way to play this hole, but I know that 5 is a fantastic score.
Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. From around 140 yards here. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Oh, never mind. Go and make a par on the next. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 6th hole is a par 5.
Aim at that bunker in the middle of the fairway and either push or pull your tee shot because you don't want to be in it. From there, your second shot into a fairly flat, generous green, hourglass in shape. Not much to it, so good opportunity to make a par here, maybe even better.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Lining this one out from a fair ways.
And an outside chance here.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Setting the tone early
in this round.
And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Just a layup required with either a long iron, hybrid, fairway wood, anything to keep it out of that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You do want to challenge it, however, because you want as little club or distance into this green as possible. Island green with trouble everywhere.
Well struck. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Needs this one to kick right. Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it? Henny's down there. You got a read?
This putt's going to break to the right.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Okay, and after that hole, now 21 under for the event. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Great tee shot here at the par 4 8. Bunkers left, bunkers right. And you got a green in the distance. It's also surrounded by bunkers left and right and a waste area deep of this green. This is a beautiful setting on a beautiful golf course. Great hole.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. He's currently in first place. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Yeah, we've got waste area down the right-hand side, water in the distance. Driver probably not required off this shortish par 4. Second shot carries a water feature to a green just sitting there in the distance. Very receptive. You're thinking birdie all day long.
He's setting up for his second shot.
Beautiful shot. Really managed that well in the wind.
Just 10 feet to the cup here.
A really good look at birdie.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. And that's 8 birdies today. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Nicely done. Second shot here on the 11th. choosing the 9-iron here. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, it's tough to see. A tricky read, but it's uphill and a left-to-righter.
Oh, that's a great play there. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here we are at the par 3 12th hole.
It's just another unbelievably beautiful hole on a golf course full of them. Just a couple of bunkers on the right-hand side you have to be mindful, but don't get sucked in the beauty of the ocean on the left-hand side, which is very difficult to do. Enjoy this hole. It is a beauty.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Yeah, that's a good line, that one. It's tracking towards the cup.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Sitting at 25 under as we head to the next. The 13th hole is a par 4.
You would love to just sit up here and stripe it right at this green, but you should know better not to. Bail out to the left-hand side. Leave yourself with a pretty simple pitch and run to a tiny green just surrounded by the most beautiful setting you could ever imagine.
And this from the greenside rough.
Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
And that should secure the par on this one.
And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. This 14th hole is a par 3.
Everything about this golf course is beautiful, but it's got teeth everywhere you look. You can get sucked in by the beauty, but if you do, you're going to make a large number on this tiny par 3.
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Hole number 15 is a par 5.
That waist area down the left-hand side is going to see a lot of action as players do not want to make the mistake of hitting it in the ocean to the right. A layup from there into a very small section of fairway leaves a third shot to another green and an outcrop of rocks on the ocean. Another stunner.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Like the look of this one. He's made it for eagle.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
You've arrived at the 16th, a par 4.
And we've got a couple of fairway bunkers down the right-hand side. Miss those to the left-hand side, and you will hit your second shot into an island, quote-unquote, green. Not surrounded by water, but surrounded by sand. This is a challenging par 4, but should be able to avoid any large numbers.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Nothing too much in this putt. It should go a little bit to the right, though, I think.
Good looking putt. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
He sits in first position.
And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Only the long hitters want to take on that waist bunker down the right-hand side. All the others out to the left-hand side. And there's an opening here that players might want to think about chasing their golf ball into, because this second shot, ooh, it is dangerous.
With this wind, that's a thing of beauty.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Opting for the 3-wood. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Well, all that hard work, it's time to pay it off. Make this for the tournament. A moment like that, Rich, just fills you with joy. What a performance.
This player is not good at one thing and one thing only, and that's sharing. Another win by this player.
Sometimes you've just got to stand and applaud. That was a performance for the ages.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Bean, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.